Anyway, we're going to turn to a little jazz vehicle. This is a great song, jazz standard called Stolen Moments. And it's written by a fantastic composer named Oliver Nelson. And Oliver wasn't that well known to the general public. He was a little more inside the music business. He was a great arranger and producer and writer. And he, as a kid growing up, I was, now we got LPs again, so we can look at the back of the LPs, or we can look on Spotify, whatever. And I would read the credits and I'd see this great arranger, Oliver Nelson, and doing backing up all these great artists that I loved. And when I met Dave and started working in the studios with him on his movies and all his great projects, people like Oliver Nelson were just very important to me. So finally, when I was about 23, about 100 years ago, I got called to work on an Oliver Nelson record. So even though he wasn't well known to the public, to me that was like, oh man, this is cool. And so I go to the session. It's a big band, and all the top LA players are there, all the horn players and the rhythm section players. And there was a very famous percussionist who's passed since, but his name was Willy Bobo. And Willy was a character. He was a great percussionist, but he was a character. So I'm up on this riser in the back of the studio with the drums and the percussion and everything, and Willy's sitting next to me playing bongos. And we're about to record this chart, and we open the chart, and it says, in the middle of the chart says guitar solo. And Willy looks over, he said, "Hey man, you got a guitar solo, don't blow it." I'm cool. So I was 23, right? I'm cool. So we go on with the chart, and we start playing it down, and the horns are going, and the rhythm section and everything. It gets close to my solo, and I don't know how he did this to this day, and that's why I still tell the story, because it was like, it still bugs me. But somehow he managed to detune one of my strings right before the solo. And I didn't notice. I was like so concentrated, and he just got me good. So a bar before the solo, I start the solo, I'm out of tune like a motherfucker. And apparently the whole band was in on it, because it all stopped and everybody broke up laughing except me. So anyway, so whenever we play Stolen Moments from Oliver Nelson, I think about that story.
Sorry,